just like Boko Haram in Nigeria, Akufor made some unscrupulous elements so rich, like this recharge card seller, Bashiru Ahmed Abi, whatever his name is, a recharge card seller on the side street of Kano, became a presidential advisor that now flies private, business class all over the place today. Is rich enough, but that is just a simple. Another person is his personal secretary, Tunde Sapitu, a multi-billionaire thief, right? Who was so powerful enough that his own security, right, disarmed the supposed Ashishe Bukwari, the Aisha's security during the COVID, if you remember. He's so powerful, so influential that is a multi-billionaire. That is just because he's a personal secretary to Bukwari. His ministers are a bunch of thieves, low lives, pretty much like a failed individuals, who are today multi-billionaires. A Boko Haram sympathizer, Issa Pandemic is a billionaire today, a thief as well. You have this Sirika in charge of the aviation. He's a multi-billionaire who claimed to be a prince, a sultanate prince today, right? In that contraption. Malamun, a failed lawyer, is now a multi-billionaire as well. After cornering some of, the supposed returned loot, cutting himself a great deal in that instance, right? And he's a multi-billionaire today. His children are multi-billionaires, opening different businesses around the north today. I'm talking about businesses that will not be sustainable because they open them with stolen money, free money. And if that free money ceases in another few years, then they will become the ghost of their current, pictures. So that's exactly what that guy also did to them in Ghana. He did them so dirty. Now he bought himself a very palatial, a beautiful palatial palace for himself in South France today, where he is expected to retire. That is the Akufor Addo of Ghana. But here is someone who is a lawmaker in that same Ghana that took him to the cleaners after his presentation. Listen to this.
To thank His Excellency the President for the message on the state of the nation that he has just delivered. Mr. Speaker, I need to remind you that the people of Ghana have already given their verdict on the true state of the nation. And that verdict was very, very clear. Economic hardship, huge debt overhang, high youth unemployment, hopelessness, and more. And we are thanking him for this. We have come to the end of the road for what has been undoubtedly the worst government under the Fourth Republic. Round Speaker, this abysmal record was confirmed on December 7th when the people of Ghana returned the most overwhelming and emphatic vote of rejection of any government ever witnessed under the Fourth Republic. Mr. President, you will be remembered as the first president who was cushioned by the IMF when you began, and you are still being cushioned at the end of your term. Mr. President, you left something very important in your account. You left out an account of your promise to God to build him a cathedral. But Mr. President, Mr. President, I will leave that for you, between you and your God. Mr. President, let me remind His Excellency, Honorable Speaker, that his tenure in office will remain a timely reminder of how not to govern a country. But let me also be quick to assure the good people of Ghana that hope is on its way. In President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, we can once again glean a brighter future from the throes of despair. Together, we will work hard to lift ourselves from this historic low and reclaim our place, our glory as the Black Star of Africa. Once again, fellow Ghanaians, we are comforted and strengthened by the following words of Scripture. And I'm quoting Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. And I quote, "And Moses said unto the people, Fear you not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show you today. For the Egyptians whom you have seen today, you shall see them no more." Bye-bye, Mr. President. To thank
You know, it is what it is. He has left Ghana more divided, more, poorer, and also in debt, like Bokwari left you, and Tifnubu will make it worse. It's just a matter of time. Let the praise singers, the court jesters, the art slickers, let them continue to tell you that there is going to be a light after the tunnel. There is none. There shall be none. Because these thieves are not building the future. They are destroying it. And in doing so, they are telling themselves that they are actually doing something better or something nice for you when they are not. And I hope some of them will live long enough to witness what they have done to you or what they are doing to you. Take a look at this. The last time we saw Obi with the supposed Nigerians who are not supposed to be fighting war. Nigeria is a country that is not at war, according to APC. But you now have more Nigerians living in, in war camp. Put it that way. Refugee camps. Refugee camps. They have a glorifying name for it. They call it IDP camps. Internally displaced persons camps. These are not internally displaced persons. These are victims of, jihad, victims of, terrorism and all that inside that contraption. And the camp keeps swelling. You have over 10 million Nigerians living like this as we speak.
My daddy, welcome, my daddy, welcome, our daddy, welcome, my daddy. Papa Obi, you are welcome, welcome, Papa Obi, you are welcome, 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 my daddy, welcome, my daddy. I know Montina daddy,
Happy New Year. So you are here at the IDP camp to wish these residents your tennis. What's your bigger message as residents and Nigerians?
Well, the first is that, like I've always said, if these people are in IDP camp, we are all in IDP camp. We need to visit them. We need to know what they are going through. There's IDP camps scattered all over Nigeria, and we're not at war. So we should be able to visit them and know what is happening. You've listened to them say it, that government is doing, is helping them, but they don't do it enough. We have children here, over 1,000 of them. They're not in school. They just have primary 1 to 4. Beyond there, they don't have any school to attend. So what are we trying to do? These are children that should be in school and are not in school. They have a clinic here. They have 2 or 3 nurses that have been working here without pay. The last time I came, they said they were not being paid. And there's no doctor. No doctor comes to see them. But because nobody will be able to volunteer to come and see them. So I'm only here to continue in my own little way to support them, appeal to other Nigerians, well-meaning Nigerians, and especially we leaders, to be able to come and see the conditions in which Nigerians live, so we can know, as they mentioned here, their priority is food, their priority is care for their children. That's why we're here. And I have to come and do this on a New Year Day, because this is a special day for us to visit those who are less privileged.
How do you feel you can support them in feeding, just like they have mentioned?
Well, in my own little way, I have to give them whatever I have, and continue to do so from time to time. And then for the clinic, I'm going to have a special way I can give them a monthly stipend to encourage those who are working there for free.
Right. The women, they are happy. They said that you are the kind of a leader they want to repair Nigeria. They are happy and they want you to come out. Maybe next time, after the 2023 general election, they wanted you, but you couldn't make it. They want you to come out, maybe 2027. Are you willing to come out?
Well, for me, what is important now is that we look after them. We need to get Nigeria to work now, and then we'll talk about the next election. Purpose of coming here is their care. Next election, when it comes, we'll take it from there. But now, how do we get this solved? These people want to go home. They want to live in a better environment. They want a better care. And that's it.
Sir, today is the 1st of January. What's your New Year message to Nigeria?
Let's care for them for now and leave election or what have you out of it for now. So rightly so, all right. In 2024 alone, Peter Obi is recorded to have shared a total of 677 million naira. It's all those places that he's been like giving money, showing this and that. So in 2024, he's recorded to have shared 677 million naira of his own personal money in reaching out to schools, institutions, camps like that, refugee camps and all that kind of a thing, in his own personal capacity on record. And that is the success story of APC, Egbekegbe in that contraption. People are not being lifted out of poverty. People are being dipped into that poverty. And to them, whoever falls into poverty right now in that contraption, you are paying a price, or you are paying a sacrifice that if you don't live to enjoy it, maybe your children will, which will never happen. Let's be honest, right? A woman served Nigeria for 30 years as a police officer. So when she retired, they gave her 1.7 million naira, which is $1,000 or $1,100 value of gratuity. Then she cried out, like, it's kind of like a mixed thing, okay? We don't like police, but I do kind of like women who try to do the job of men in this regard. And I feel sorry for this woman. And it's just a textbook definition of what it is not to put your life on the line in the name of trying to work for Nigeria. It's going to always end in tears. I want to feel sorry for her.
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Esther Marcos, a retired DSP in the Nigerian Police Force. I retired 2018 November 2018. I just want to use myself as a case study is applicable to every other police officer that is under this dirty contributory pension scheme. So I'm using myself as a case study. After serving for 35 years, though, I joined the Nigerian police force at a very young age. I didn't even go there to join. I escorted a friend that unfortunately she was not taken. I was taken due to my height because I'm tall. But I was not even up to 16 when I joined the Nigerian police force. And when I retired 2018, finally, I waited for like a year plus. Then I was given 1.7 million. After 35 years, I was given 1.7 million naira. Then after waiting for another 3 months or so, then they started paying me 40,000 naira as my monthly pension. 30,000 naira. You heard me very well. 40,000 naira. After giving me 1,700,000 as my gratuity for everything. After serving for 35 years. And that applies to every other policeman, policewoman that retired from this dirty scheme called contributory pension scheme. That's what we have been facing. That's what we have been going through. And after this, in fact, this struggling has been on for over 10 years now, because after 2018, when I retired 2018, there was this meeting that was, holding. I asked, they told me it's a police retirees meeting. They started it, I think, 2017 or thereabout.
Prince Jajaman will remind us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once said, "You will serve Nigeria and you will regret it. You will come back in shame. If you are bold enough to share your experience, you will realize that this is true. The real criminals in charge of the contraption who pay themselves humongous salaries, allowances, they still end up looting the treasury just to make themselves, or probably to secure what they say, securing their own future for their own children. But those who actually put their lives on the line, purportedly, they ended up being just, the sacrificial lambs, you would say. So we have people who didn't feel a thing for that woman, and they don't give a damn. But not that I actually care per se. I just feel sorry for people in that same situation. Okay, you are protecting a system that is rigged against you, and you are going to find out later as well. She's lucky that they are paying her 40,000 naira, which is now so devalued. 1.7 million naira 6 years ago is over. That's like about $2,000 to $3,000, about $3,000. You will say, imagine you getting paid your gratuity after working for 35 years. You're being paid 1.7 million naira to go and probably figure out what you're going to do for the rest of your life. While you are still trying to figure that out, okay, Tifnombo happened. Inflation skyrocketed and they destroyed the entire value of that money. They destroyed it before you can even say jack. It's an unfortunate situation that when you see those who are protecting the system, they don't know that you are protecting a system that is rigged against you. And it's always going to, like, possibly, the way I put it, a system that is put together to kill you. That's what Nigeria is. So if you have a chance of rejecting them or ending them, the right thing to do is to team up with those who understand, this level of rigged system, and let us dismantle it as much as we can. Here is another woman who is a victim. This is 2025, a victim of the same police brutality.
River State Police, come and see what the policeman did to me. And this one happened at Evo Road this night. There were 4 of them in a white Hilux at Evo Road Junction this night. This is what the policeman did to me. They slapped me. They asked me to come down from the car. They were flashing torch in my eyes and I refused to come down. They were putting torch in my eyes. I said, sir, please bring down the torch. Policeman, they started slapping me. They started beating me. I'm calling on River State Police. This is what the policeman did to me. Look at my ear. Look at how the man slapped my ear. Look at how he slapped me. My earrings are even missing. He slapped my ear. I was begging him. I was shouting. People should help me. I could not even record them because it was night. This is what a policeman did to me this night. I'm calling on River State Police. This is what a policeman did to me this night. VDM. I'm calling on VDM to help me. This is what policeman did to me this night. I did not do anything to them. They did not see any. No, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I did not do anything to any police this night. I was passing. They were flashing torch in my eyes. They asked me to stop. I stopped. And he wanted to search me. And he was flashing torch in my eye. I asked him to bring down the torch. He started slapping me. This man started slapping me. It will never be well with this policeman. I was not able to record him because they were beating me. 4 of them. 4 of them, they were beating me. One slapped my ear like this. I did not insult him. I did not say any harsh word to him, but that man beat me up like this. River State Police.
You see, that is I think that is the picture of the Nigerian police, accurate picture of Nigerian police that majority of Nigerians actually have in their memory.